No! So, I think to start, my grandmother passed away. And I was telling the story to my ex, and I guess I was a little distraught. I'm not very good at hiding my feelings. I was talking to my then girlfriend about that. How I was upset and a little, stressed. And I guess she was feeling stressed too, I suppose. But she flat out said, let's break up. And I wasn't feeling great about that. Yeah, it wasn't exactly the happiest moment of my life. But not to mention I had to go to work the next day. At work I felt so bad I actually lashed out at my friend. I still feel bad about that. But, I was going through a lot. So that when I went to the funeral, I couldn't help but think about... I really couldn't help but think about how to try and get my ex back, or my girlfriend back. And I hated that. I hated that. Because the fact that I still loved her was such a painful thing because my grandmother died. And I want to grieve. I want to be sad about that. And I wanted to truly think about owning my grandma, but for me it hit very later. It hit after the funeral that I was very sad about losing my grandmother, and I felt very bad. Like, I agree with you. I just felt so bad. I felt like I was doing her a disservice. I felt evil that I wasn't thinking about her during the funeral. I hated that. I hated myself. I hated myself so much. But it's about several months after I went to her graveyard, or mound, I suppose. And her family put a photo of her on her graveyard. And I just started crying again. I spoke to her. Well, hopefully she listened, but I told her that I was sorry. And that I really, really missed her. And I thanked her for all the times that she told me that I'm handsome and that she loved me and that I was the best. She's such a sweet grandmother. When I was first born, she would literally carry baby bear around and be like, have you ever seen... She would go to like a restaurant staff member and be like, have you ever seen such a cute baby before? I don't think I completely stopped being sad for losing her, but these memories of her always stays with me very, very closely. Not to mention my mom, my grandmother was on my mom's side, so my mom was feeling, especially, worse, so I had to take care of her. I didn't really have much time to grieve, but that doesn't mean that I don't feel bad, or I don't feel sad. It's just, life has a weird way of affecting the way you grieve, and no matter how you do it, no matter when it hits, no matter how slow it hits, no matter how fast it hits, it's all valid. Take your time. Take all the time you need to grieve loss. I don't think you ever really get over it, but like, I never really got over it, but at some points, after some hour of some day, after many, many suns set and go, I decided to stand up and decided to keep walking. And now I'm a 2D anime boy streaming in front of a live audience. So, life has a way of working things out, I suppose. Someone chat says, yeah, being distracted helps, but what are you supposed to do when you're alone in your room trying to sleep and the thoughts come back? Oh my god, you have no idea how often that happens to me. It happens to me so much. It's crazy. I think the time when I was very, very I was very depressed at some point, and I wasn't able to sleep. Every time I would always have to like turn on. Almost weirdly enough, yeah, VTubers helped me. VTubers really helped me go through a hard time. I would watch a lot of VTubers or just streams in general, a lot of YouTube, and basically just keep watching until I could finally fall asleep. The thing is though, that's not exactly the best way I would go about things. Unfortunately, I don't really recommend it because it's not exactly being tired and being sleepy doesn't really help with coping with grief. I think the way I deal with it is definitely like I talk to people about it. I really don't like being left alone with my own thoughts. I hate that feeling. I'd always talk to my friends or family about it. And something I did was after watching VTubers, it was just too like, you know, it was too much. My eyes were getting bad, you know, my eyes is getting dry. I decided to do something else. Every time I feel like in the nights I'm thinking about the sad times, I just get up and I do like 20 push-ups. I just quickly do 20 push-ups. Then I lie down, and if it comes back, I do 20 push-ups again. And at some point, I just get so flippin' tired that I just sleep. That actually helped a lot. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. That actually really helped. I'm really not even. Am I buff? I mean, I know. Like, yeah, no, it keeps you busy. And it puts your minds on, like, you know, focusing on a goal. Because it's like a countdown too. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then I kind of get up and then jump back in bed. And then I'm both happy. First of all, I'm a little happy that I actually did 20 push-ups. It's like, I don't really do that, you know? And also kind of, counting down also really helps you with just putting your mind on something else, focusing on something else. And when the thought comes back again, do another 20. Just keep doing it. And then you just realize, at some point just think, you know what? And I know this sounds a little funny, but trust me when I say this. You know what? At least I got a little healthier. At least my body's a little closer to being a summer bod. And I know it's funny, but that self-improvement actually does wonders. I mean, it doesn't have to be push-ups, okay? It really doesn't have to be push-ups. Also, like, you could do, like, you don't have to do the full push-ups. Like, I think, like, a lot of people do, the, like, knees down first and do push-ups and things. Or, like, you know, jumping jacks. Anything. Or, you know, for people who are less, like, exercise inclined, maybe, like, get up and read a book. Be like, you know what? Because I thought of that, I'm just gonna read the next 10 pages of this book and go back to sleep. Who knows? Maybe at some point you'll actually finish the book. And then be like, you know what? I'm sad, I'm grieving, but at least I read a really nice book. At least I checked this off the bucket list. Well, things like that. Things like that. Find the fanfic, yeah. Read some million drops, yeah.